Welcome back, coin lovers, treasure hunters, and curious minds to another captivating episode of Hidden Wealth in Your Pocket. Today, we're diving deep into the legendary tale of a dime. Yes, you heard that right. A single coin, just 10 cents face value, that could make you richer than you ever imagined. In this video, we're uncovering the story of the coin of liberty, the 1984 D1 dime from the United States of America. A small silver-colored coin that has stirred massive excitement in the numismatic world and shocked collectors worldwide with a current market value of up to $431,000. Get ready, because we're going on a journey through time, value, rarity, and why this little Roosevelt dime might be worth a fortune today. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is the 1984 D1 dime? Minted in 1984 by the Denver Mint, this coin is part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series. It features the iconic profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, a man who guided the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. He is remembered as a symbol of resilience and leadership. The decision to place his portrait on the dime was made swiftly after his death in 1945, not only to honor his legacy but also due to his involvement in the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio, the very disease he himself battled. So, this isn't just a coin. It's a tribute. A pocket-sized piece of history. A shining token of liberty, equality, and perseverance, something that the phrase, coin of liberty, perfectly captures. But now let's talk about 1984, the year this specific dime was minted. 1984 was a year of major shifts. Ronald Reagan was president. The economy was rebounding. The world was changing. And in Denver, the U.S. Mint was busy producing dimes that would circulate through gas stations, vending machines, and lunch counters across America. But among those millions of dimes, something unusual happened. The 1984 D dime was standard in appearance, minted primarily in copper nickel clad, with a weight of 2.27 grams and a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. Yet a few extremely rare examples escaped with mysterious errors, die varieties, or unusual conditions, making them objects of high value. So why is one particular 1984 D Roosevelt dime valued at over $431,000 today? Let's talk about rarity, condition, and the power of error coins. In the world of numismatics, rarity can come in many forms. Some coins are rare because only a few were made. Others, like this dime, become rare because of errors, minting anomalies, or their survival in pristine condition after decades in circulation. The most valuable 1984 D dimes known today fall into two main categories. Some 1984 D dimes were struck on planchets meant for foreign coins, while others display incredible double strikes, off-center strikes, or full brockages. These mistakes are incredibly rare and drive up the coin's value. A standard 1984 D dime might be worth 10 cents, but one graded MS68 or higher, that's near flawless condition, can command thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, especially when certified by trusted agencies like PCGS or NGC. In 2019, a collector stunned the numismatic world by auctioning a 1984 D Roosevelt dime in MS68 full band condition for an astronomical $431,000. What makes this especially shocking is how overlooked these dimes usually are. But as more collectors hunt for error coins and rare grades, prices continue to skyrocket. This coin, once forgotten in loose change, has become one of the crown jewels in modern American coinage. The truth is, millions of people might have handled a small fortune and never known it. So how can you tell if your 1984 D dime is valuable? The D mint mark below the date, indicating it was struck in Denver uncirculated condition with a flawless luster, no scratches, and sharp detail full bands on the torch on the reverse. This means clear, crisp horizontal lines on the torch, a sign of a strong, well-struck die. Double die obverse or reverse, visible doubling in letters or design off-center strikes or broad strikes, signs the coin wasn't aligned properly when minted. If you have a coin collection, or even just a jar of change, it might be worth your time to take a closer look. That little dime at the bottom of your drawer might be the one. The coin of liberty that changes your life. Today, the market for rare coins is booming. Collectors and investors are seeking tangible assets, and rare coins, especially American coinage, are in high demand. The 1984 D Roosevelt dime has become a collector's dream, especially those with errors or graded MS68 or above. A coin worth just 10 cents when it left the mint, now commanding hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is the beauty of numismatics. History, artistry, and investment, all in the palm of your hand. So the next time you see a dime, think twice. That small coin could be more than just spare change. It could be a slice of history, a symbol of liberty, and maybe, just maybe, a $431,000 treasure hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coin history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a story that might just change your life. This has been Hidden Wealth in Your Pocket. Until next time, keep looking, keep collecting, and keep believing, because sometimes, even a dime can be priceless. Today, we take you deep into the story behind the 1989 P. Roosevelt dime, a United States coin that has quietly made its way into the ranks of legendary collectibles. The legacy of the Liberty de Mayo. Understand the 1989 P. Liberty dime, we must start with its deeper heritage. The dime, worth 10 cents, has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1796. Its legacy includes iconic designs like the draped bust, capped bust, and the barber dime. But it was in 1946 that a new face appeared on the 10-cent piece. A man who reshaped American resolve during the 20th century, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946, shortly after President Roosevelt's passing. It replaced the Mercury dime and became a tribute to his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, and especially his advocacy for the March of Dimes. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has remained in circulation for decades. But not all of them are created equal. The 1989 P dime, a closer look. 1989 Roosevelt dime, minted in Philadelphia, identified by the P mint mark, looks, at first glance, like any other. Weighing just 2.27 grams and composed primarily of copper and nickel, it features Roosevelt's familiar profile on the obverse. The word Liberty is etched clearly to his left, while the reverse proudly displays the torch, oak branch, and olive branch, symbols of liberty, strength, and peace. But in 1989, something unusual happened. While tens of millions of these coins were struck, a small, almost imperceptible number were minted with errors, flaws that would later send shockwaves through the collector's market. Mint errors and mystery. One such coin, a 1989 P. Roosevelt dime, was discovered with an extraordinary mint error. To the untrained eye, it might have appeared normal. But under magnification, specialists identified a double die obverse and misaligned strike. What made this specimen more shocking was its pristine condition, a flawless MS-68, virtually untouched by circulation. This error, combined with its exceptional condition, made it one of the rarest dimes in existence. Collectors across the globe were stunned when the coin surfaced at auction, ultimately commanding a jaw-dropping price of $431,000. That's right. A coin worth 10 cents, sold for almost $500,000. Why it's worth so much, you might be asking? Why would a small coin like this be worth so much? The answer lies in a perfect storm of rarity, demand, and error classification. In numismatics, the study of coins, error coins and high-grade examples are like buried treasure, especially when they come from otherwise common years. The 1989 P dime wasn't rare in terms of mintage, over 1 billion were produced. But fewer than a handful have emerged with major die errors. And even fewer survived in mint state condition, never having touched the hands of time, never showing the wear of daily use. That's what makes the 1989 P dime a unicorn in the coin world, a modern miracle hiding among millions. Circulation rarity and hidden value. Despite being over 3 decades old, the 1989 P dime is still commonly found in circulation. You might find one in your pocket change today. But what sets apart the valuable ones is condition and error. Coins in MS-60 to MS-68 condition are rare, and if paired with a minting error, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, double die obverse, or even missing clad layers, the value skyrockets. In fact, one of the rarest 1989 P dimes was found in a coin jar, almost by accident. Its owner was moments away from spending it before curiosity led them to a magnifying glass and then to a numismatic expert. That coin would go on to fetch 6 figures. Market trends and investment value. The value of rare dimes like the 1989 P with errors has been steadily increasing over the past decade. While the average circulated 1989 P Roosevelt dime might still be worth only face value, just 10 cents, A pristine error specimen has a market value today of $431,000, and possibly more in the future. Numismatic markets thrive on rarity and story. This coin has both. It represents a common object turned extraordinary, a symbol of overlooked value in everyday life. What to look for, how you might find one. So how do you know if you're holding one of these treasures? Here's what to look for. Check for the P near the date, Philadelphia Mint. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling in the text Liberty or Roosevelt's EYE.is, the coin perfectly centered. Any signs of off-center striking or weird edge patterns? No scratches, minimal wear, sharp details? You might be holding a mint state candidate. Some rare error coins might be missing clad layers. Check for copper or silver coloring. If any of these signs appear, don't spend that dime. Get it appraised. Closing segment. The hidden fortune in your pocket in a world racing toward digital currency. It's incredible to think that one of the most valuable collectibles in the market is a simple 10-cent piece from 1989. The coin of liberty, carrying the image of Roosevelt, has become a powerful symbol not just of freedom, but of opportunity. So check your change. Search your coin jars. That ordinary dime might just change your life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into numismatic treasure, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable coin in circulation. Until next time, keep your eyes open, because fortune favors the observant.